Now that is a thing of beauty. You are going to put the fear of God into. One more thing. There.
Hi, this is the Professional Amateur Hour coming to you with another review. This week I checked out Headless Horseman, and this 2022 film was directed by Jose Prendez and stars Nick Carrasco, Amanda Jones, and Michael Paré, among others, of course. The story of this movie is about a man who has fallen in love with this girl. However, there is a drug dealer who wants to steal the girl because if he can't have her, nobody can. So one night he comes for her and kills our main character. Then the devil shows up and makes a deal with the main character to revive him and give him some kind of supernatural powers. But there is, of course, some catch, right? He's got to sell his soul to the devil. And of course, anyone he kills, the devil gets their souls as well. And so now he is set to rescue his girlfriend, or I guess fiance at this point. And what will happen exactly? Well, you have to watch the movie and find out. All right, so let's discuss this movie. So with this one, first of all, I gotta tell you, it is an Asylum film. And generally, I do say I'm an Asylum fan. I like lots of their stuff. I really don't mind that they're just mostly talking in rooms. But there's some great ones out there. And this one, what do I think of this Asylum film? Well, I would say it's like an absolute blast if you like bad movies, of course. And that's definitely me. I love these bad movie stuff. And this one is just so laughably bad. There are so many hilariously bad things that happen in it. I could probably just like talk for an hour about how silly some of these things happen. So yeah, let's get into it. First off, we can talk about the Headless Horseman himself. He has a head, so he's not really headless, but his head turns into like a pumpkin, a flaming pumpkin nonetheless. I think it's supposed to be like Ghost Rider, which is like I guess a Marvel superhero who has, a flaming skull for his head. So this one just has a flaming pumpkin for his head, and I absolutely loved it. It's so cheesy. The CGI effects on it are pretty laughable, I gotta say. It looks like it's just like a GIF kind of superimposed on the films. So, have what you will with that, but it's just really kind of funny, I would say. I was just laughing the whole way. And he has this claw as well, and that's kind of shoots lightning, I want to say, or laser beams. And the first time you see it, you just crack up. You can't believe this thing. You're just there laughing and laughing at it. I just started clapping the first time I saw this thing shoot lasers, and I was just like, oh my gosh, what am I watching? It was absolutely a delight to see. Another character that I did enjoy was one of the henchmen. And I don't know what's up with this guy, but he just like makes his hair just stand up every single time you see him. And you're just like, why would you not get this character a comb? Like, is there anyone on the set is there someone on the set messing up his hair before each one or each take? I don't know. I absolutely love seeing him. He was just like a fun character there. And you're just like, comb your hair, buddy. Like, come on. And then there's this set that they use, and I'm not even joking about this one. It's maybe like 30 or 40% of this movie takes place on this silly little footbridge, or maybe it's like a bicycle bridge. It looks pretty clean, pretty new, and so that kind of reminded me of Neil Breen that way. But seriously, like, so much of this movie takes place on this little footbridge. It's really funny. Every time they go back, you're like, oh, it's the bridge again. And I don't know what it is about it, but it's just something that I absolutely love. They just did it with like little Halloween decorations and stuff, and put jack-o'-lanterns on the side, and it's just like, it's so bad, but at the same time, like, I absolutely loved it. Other than that, there were lots of lines in this one that I was just cracking up with. Like, there's one near the beginning where they go to the footbridge. Of course, it's the footbridge, but they can't go around the footbridge. They have to go through, and the villain's staying on the other side, and you're just like, this is so silly. And maybe I'll clip it in here for you. Gotcha. So that's this one, but there are lots of other lines like that where you just kind of question like why any of this is actually being written or anything like that. And I gotta say, I absolutely loved it that way. And that brings me to what doesn't work with this film. Well, like everything I've said, it's going to be bad, and I absolutely loved all the bad stuff. So, of course, the dialogue's bad, the CGI is bad, the setting of the footbridge is just so silly. And of course, there's probably more things that are even more egregious out there. What can I think of? There's one, oh, the Pumpkinhead, sorry, not Pumpkinhead, Headless Horseman. He has to, like, drink blood like a vampire? Why? I don't know. Maybe to, like, recharge his lightning or something? I'm just like, oh my god. Like, it was a roller coaster, this movie, of just how things worked out. And I know this is going to sound like a really, backhanded compliment, but I really loved it for being bad. As for my recommendation, well, of course, if you like bad movies, turn this one on. I had an absolute blast with it. If you like Neil Breen, it definitely has that Neil Breen feel to it. Like you're watching, lightning in a bottle, or should I say, like lightning in the claw.
What are you gonna do about it?
Go ahead. Convince us.
So if that sounds like you, then press play on this one. You should be able to find it on Tubi. As for a rating, well, I gotta give it the hilariously bad score of 3.4. And with that being said, I think that's all I wanted to say. So like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.